As a trial lawyer, one of the things I found myself continuously asking while watching the Murdaugh trial was, how much are his lawyers getting paid to represent him here in this trial? And usually that's information that the public would never get. It's privileged between the client and the lawyer. It's a contract for services, and it's private. So the public never really knows how much the fee structure is or what it entails between someone like Murdaugh and his lawyers, unless they petition the court because the client's out of money, they need money for something, and they have to explain to the court what it is they need, how much, and for what, and why. Now we have some clues here, and I want to go over these numbers with you. Okay, follow along, because it's a little tricky what they're doing here. So, Murdaugh's lawyers are asking from the court for $160,000 flat fee for his appeal, and they're asking for that money to be distributed from untainted funds. Now, untainted funds in the Murdaugh case is basically his 401k that was liquidated, I think a little more than a year ago. And that liquidation allowed his lawyers to take $600,000 out of that 401k for legal fees. And then the remainder of it, which I believe was, you can check my math, but a little over $400,000. And that money is set aside for victims like Mallory Beach's family, that if they're successful in civil suits against Murdaugh, there's money to at least pay them out something. So that has been what's called untainted. But Murdaugh's lawyers want into that, and they want $160,000 out of that. And check this out. Here's what they also want. Murdaugh's lawyers are saying the $600,000 didn't cover all the work that they did in the trial. They're saying from their filings, this is what they're saying, that the 4 attorneys worked an estimated 60 hours a week, 240 hours per week, that's 4 attorneys, for 6 weeks, 14,400 hours, using an average hourly rate of $500 an hour. Total fees for just the trial attorneys comes to $700,000. Basically what they're saying, okay, and first of all, $500 an hour, that's big. That's a lot of money. If you have it, and Murdaugh doesn't apparently have it here, so they want to dip into that $424,000 that's still sitting in that receivership for potential victims, and they want to pay out because these attorneys are saying they went out of pocket for all the different people they had to hire, paralegals. Let me tell you young lawyers something out there, if you're still watching, never come out of pocket in a criminal trial. You get your fees up front, flat fees. You do the hourly rate, you're gonna get burned. Just like these lawyers, if what they're saying is true, they're asking for a lot of money. You gotta ask yourself, are they worth it? Ask Murdaugh. That's a lot of money, and the attorneys for the Beach family and some of these other people are saying absolutely no way. You guys were irresponsible with the money that you took from that fund, which you said it would cost you, and you burned it all.